Hello there, my name is Carlos from OrgoneGenerators.com, and in this video I'm going to present to you my Quantum Radionics Fire Toolz manifestation software and radionic software, which is multi-purpose. You can use it for so many things. And just to give you a little background about myself, I used to be a distributor for Carl Wells products, Orgone generators, and his radionics machines for the past 12, 15 years. And I became a close friend with Carl, and he became my mentor. So I learned a lot from him regarding radionics and regarding the use of the machines, of course, and for therapies, holistic therapies, radionics operations, and law of attraction and manifestation and all of that. Prior to that, I have myself experience with dealing with anything that has to do with occultism and manifestation, law of attraction, of course, and traditional magic, you could call it that, and deep astrology, tarot. So I have a deep background on esoteric things. So when I met Carl and I knew about his products, it really caught my attention because with these things, with the orgone and chi energy or 0 point energy, you can use it to actually multiply the power of your manifestations or the metaphysical work that you can do with these things. And so I he became my mentor. I learned a lot from him. Now, Carl sadly passed away at the end of 2021. So may he rest in peace. But I am really grateful for all the information that he left behind for us and for all the help that he provided me because he was a good friend and I learned a lot from him. So many things, so many techniques of advanced radionics that a lot of people don't know about. So I'm one of the quite a few persons out there that actually studied with Carl and learned from Carl directly from Carl himself. So um, around 2013, I made a well. Of course, I was familiar with Carl's manifestation software, all of the software that he has for manifestation. So I then proceeded to create my own. Around 2013, I created a radionics manifestation program, which he knew about, which he provided good feedback on it, and so I added a few features to that software that I made that I thought it was really important. For example, using more than one transfer chi energy card that actually multiplies the power of the operations that you make with the software. So I found that very interesting after many experiments that I performed and with Carl's software. So then I expanded it and created my own. I even offered him so that he could sell it as well, but he didn't want to sell my software. Understand that, but he actually gave me permission to do so, to sell it on my own. And actually, at first, I didn't make this software to this. That's the last version I'm talking about, though. Not this version that I'm going to present, but the one I made back in 2013. I made it for myself. I didn't make the software for everybody else. Pretty much just for my own personal use. But then at the end, I said, well, this actually gives good results, so I'm going to put it out. And I put it out, and so many people, customers, used my software along with calls as well. And then about 3 years, back in 2020, I created this new software, which is the Quantum Radionics Fire Toolz software that I'm presenting in this video. And it's basically it has more features than the latest version of Carl Super Manifestation software. This is more advanced, has other features, and again, Carl was aware of this. He gave me permission to do so, and so, anyways, this software, like I said, it's multi-purpose because you can do so many things with it. Not only radionics operations, frequency imprinting, but also you can do operations like advanced metaphysical operations, law of attraction, and radiesthesia, of course, and so many more things that you can do with it. So this software has been available for the Latin American, for the Spanish speaking community for the past 3 4 years. But now I am making it available to everybody else, pretty much. And so this presentation is for the Quantum Radionics Fire Toolz radionic software, which is the most recent version up to date. So with this program, pretty much, like I said, we can do so many things with it, and I'm going to show you, for example, the operations that you can perform with this software. And again, we can use up to 27 filters and one target, or do a combination of many radionics filters and use them in very advanced operations. These operations could be as simple as one filter and one target, or as multiple targets and multiple filters. So first you select how many positions, how many filters you want to use. At least you need to have two, because you need a target. So this actually works with working with quantum physics, because what we do is that we send the information from the filter that we're going to load into the boxes, and we're going to send it via quantum entanglement, via wirelessly, pretty much, to the person. Doesn't matter where they are in the world, because this is using a energy transfer card that provides the chi energy, the orgone energy, which is the same thing, or 0 point energy, to actually create that entanglement across space and time, and send information straight to the person at a distance using only their picture and their name. That's the only thing we need. So just to show you, give you an example, I've loaded here one of the templates that comes with the software. So this software comes with around 80 templates ready to be used. They already have the filters, the text, and everything. The only thing you need to do is load your picture, or the picture of the target person, and their name, and that's it. So for example, this is a remedy for addictions. So we can use any system here. You can use Rai frequencies, you can use radionic rates, you can use Sanjivini cards, you can use Malcolm Ray cards, load them here and send them, transmit them to a distance, to a person at a distance, using quantum physics. And the Orgone energy card that comes with the software, each template comes already loaded with the card that provides the energy for creating that entanglement, quantum entanglement at a distance, and sending the remedy at a distance to the person. So with this software, you don't need a radionics machine. You don't need any of that, because the energy is being provided to you from this energy card that provides all the energy that is needed. And this card, where the energy is coming from, where the orgone is being pulled from the vacuum of space, using sacred geometry and using techniques to create a link and extract the energy, the 0 point energy from the vacuum, right? And then it is transferred to this digital energy card, right? So this card contains all the energy necessary that you need for your operations to be successful, all right? So in this case, we have on the left side, we have the copy and receive. Here we have the remedy. We have loaded a Sanjivini card for addictions, any type of addictions. There's a big collection of these cards, just like Malcolm Ray cards and everything. So you can load. You click here, you load, and actually this package software comes with more than 6,000 filters that you can use to create your own operations. And of course, the configuration here is that you can use sound. If you want to use sound, you can load a right frequency. You can multiply this operation, make it even better by combining a right frequency or any other frequency. You can use radionic rates. All right, you can use a virtual stick pad to tap into this energy that you want to send, or you can just type in here, right straight up the radionic rate needed, also that you can use in this operation. In this case, I'm just gonna leave it blank. I'm not gonna use sound, so we're gonna keep it very simple. All right, and then on the on your right side, here's where we load the picture of the target person. Since we're going to do a demonstration, what we're going to do, we're going to load a picture of just any random person. So let's see, this is John Smith. So we write the name here, John Smith. We update it, and then this operation, this template already comes with the energy card loaded and ready to be used. So once we click start here, we start running the operation, and it starts sending the energy footprint of the Sanjivini card at a distance to this person. All right. So this is when we do this, we creating a quantum connection and quantum entanglement at a distance, space, and time. It doesn't matter where the person is. We're sending this remedy at a distance in real time. All right. So this is a very, very simple operation. However, as you can see, we can multiply this. We can make this operation even better by adding a second transfer card, Orgone card, to have two cards. So we add one here. When we manage cards, we enable it. The second one, we click here, and we're gonna load the second, which is gonna be the same one. So we have the same card loaded twice, and we run it, and you see what happens. Then we have two cards running at the same time, going back and forth between the remedy and the target person. So this multiplies. I've already done tests for more than 10 years, and this is what works best. The more transfer cards that you use, Orgone cards, Chi energy cards, the faster and the more powerful the operations become. So you can use as many Orgone cards as many positions you have here. So I only have two, so you can only use two cards, right? But if I had an operation that had more radionic filters, I could use as many positions that I have here using in the template. So that's one template. Let me show you another one. For example, this one right here. All right. So here we're using two filters. In this case, we're using a picture of a quartz crystal, a radionic rate. All right. And this one is for serotonin, for well-being and happiness, to make someone feel happy. So we have here our intention, which is, it says happiness, well-being, and gratitude to the universe. So we loaded this card right here. Also, we have radionic rates, and as you can see, this one has three energy transfer cards, because you have three positions. So we have three boxes, right? And here, this is where we load. We write here let's say John Doe, right? We load the picture of Mr. John Doe, and then we can run the operation successfully. And as we start the operation, obviously we have the three cards running through and sending the energy information at a distance in real time. This is very powerful, and it works like a charm. So you don't need any robotics machines, and so you can do this with the software. Plus, the software has many other options where, for example, you can program it. It has a timer, where you can set a timer, so you can start at a specific date an hour as long as you leave your computer running. And so you choose what the start time and stop time. So you don't have to be. You can just leave it there, and the program will wait until when the computer, your clock on the computer changes to the hour that you set it here for the start time. It will start running the operation and will stop at the time that you desired. Then we have a daily operations. Of course, you can activate and load program up to 7 templates that you have previously personalized. And that means you added the picture and the name of the person. You saved it because these templates, once you put your name on it and the picture, you can save them and load them later so you can use them later. So first you create those templates with your picture and name, and then you can load them here and program them at specific dates and times. You can program up to 7, right? We also have a barrage option where you can program up to 12 operations automatically. They will run one after the other. They will not run all at the same time. So you have to activate it and then load a browse for the file, that the template that you already saved, and then input here the number of minutes. This is minutes. So if you want 2 hours, which is the recommendation for each template, 2 hours a day for 3 days, for example. So you put 120, and you can program up to 12 operations or templates running one after the other. You can loop this one. You can save this configuration, and you can loop it, and that means that when it goes to the 12, it will go back and run the number 1 template. Or you can program up to 12, but you can, if you only want 3 templates to run, one after the other for a specific time each, you can do that. And if you choose the loop, it will finish the last one and then it will go back to the first one. If you don't put this check mark on the loop, once it goes to the last template that you programmed here, it will stop, right? And then have a section of notes. Every template has notes that tells you how to use the template, or how is it used for, or what is it used for. So in this case, it's to increase the mood in people for run for 3 hours straight, repeat as needed, right? And the program comes in English and Spanish. You can change it to Spanish if you want. By default, it's in English, right? So this is a very basic operation, and then let me show you a more advanced operation. This is a for this template comes with the software. All these templates that I'm showing here in this video come with the software. So this one's for unblock and chakra balance with rife frequencies. So here all we have to do is put the name of the person. It says John Doe, right? And we load the picture of Mr. John Doe. We click update. Now you're gonna see that each box here has the corresponding chakra symbol, and also has here an intention. It says unblocking of the solar chakra and alignment for name of the beneficiary. So here we have to erase that and put the name of the target person, which is John Doe, right? So you have to go into each box and write the name of the target person. Click update, right? So whenever you see name of the beneficiary is where you're going to erase that and put your name or the name of the target person and then update it. And that's for every single. Once you do this, I mean, you can save it. You can save this template, which is already personalized. You click save and you save it onto your computer, and you can load it later, so you don't have to update it every time you open it. So now let me show you. This one has sound for each of the chakras, because this is a to unblock and balance the chakras with right frequencies, which makes it even more powerful. So let me run it so you can see how it works. So as you can see, it goes through every chakra, and then it plays the tone for that chakra, for each one of them. So as you can see, this is very powerful, very beneficial. All right, and this software comes with, like I said, a little bit more than 80 templates that are ready to be used. Well, it comes with three energy, Orgone energy uh, transfer cards that you can use, but it also comes with all these templates that are categorized. For example, art and creativity, for ability for programming, ability to compose music and songs, elevate creativity. For example, let me load this one so you can see what it looks like. All right. So with this software, you can use GIF, meaning animations, that you can load into any of the positions. You can load any GIF animation plus audio. You can use sound in each position. Plus, you can use sound as the background. That's on top of the rates that you can load here. Use a stick pad, virtual stick pad. So, for example, on this one, for example, creativity, where you want to use the rates. You can write here your radionic rates, or you can use a virtual stick pad. You click on it. You see a little animation showing up. That's where you use that to concentrate and on your intention, so you can freeze your desire into the software. That's what's a link that you create, a mental link to your desire. You freeze it on the software, and you use it there. So as you can see, the radionic rates were populated from that virtual stick pad when you use it. All right. So that's an example. So let me show you. You load the picture of the target person, could be yourself or someone else, and you write their name here. You update it, and then you run it. So this is a very simple operation, and this one doesn't have any sound, but you can add any sound if you want. You can add any tones, frequencies, binaural beats, whatever you want to use to combine and make a very, very powerful operation. All right. So that's one of the more than 80 templates that come with the software. And for cleansing, we have a very powerful system of cleansing that was created so that you can clean yourself from any negative witchcraft or anything negative that it's happening in your life, blockages or whatever it's going on. You can use the system. Use step one. You run each one of the steps up to 6. So basically, if you follow the instructions here, you go to notes. It tells you this is step one of the cleansing. You run for 45 minutes at the most. So you load here your picture and your name. This is a very powerful symbol. This is called the, when it says name clear, here you write John Doe, for example, John Doe cleared. This is the blasting glyph. This is a very powerful esoteric symbol that I got to know from Carl. Like I said, I studied with Carl. Carl became my mentor for more than 12 years, so I learned a lot from him. This is a very powerful. The blasting glyph is a very powerful symbol that supposedly he doesn't really remember where it came from. Only the only thing he told me is that he found it on a very old German witchcraft or advanced magic book that he found in Germany, and it's a very powerful symbol. This one will clear you out of any negative thing, entities, witchcraft, hexes, evil eye, anything that's negative will blast it. That's what it's called, a blasting glyph. Very well known in the Caldwell's community and of users. So this is a very powerful symbol that you can use. So for the cleansing, you use six templates. There's 6 steps. You start with the number 1, 45 minutes. Then you run the second one, which is to undo any magic that anyone has done to you. You run this for 2 hours, right? So you personalize it. You go into each box, and whenever you, for example, here, name of target, undo any magic done against name of target. So you erase that, and then you put your name there. So you go like John Doe, for example, right? And you update it, and then you go into each box and you do the same thing for each one. Whenever you see name of target or name of beneficiary, you need to erase that and put your name or the name of the target person that you're going to be running this operation to. So for example, this one says plots and tricks against name of target destroyed. So you erase name of target, you put your name. So you go John Doe, right? So you put John Doe destroyed. Update. You load the picture, blah blah blah. This one already comes with the energy card necessary to perform this operation. And if you see here the notes, it says run for 2 hours. So you save it and you run it for 2 hours. So with this cleansing, the barrage option is perfect because here you can first personalize the templates 1 through 6 for the cleansing, and then you load them here. You activate the 6, right? So once you have made put your name and your picture, you load number 1 here. Number 1, step 1, you run it 45 minutes, and then you go number 2, you do 120 minutes, which is 2 hours, and then you do step 3. On this, of course, you have already personalized these templates. And then number 4, number 5, and number 6, again, you put 120 minutes, which is 2 hours each, right? And that's it. And then you save it. You save this configuration. You can do it later. And this is a cleansing. The running the 6 operations one after the other, that's considered a cleansing. And that's how you do it. You never stop at 2 or 3. You have to run them all in a sequence, in that sequence. So when you click start, it will start running step number 1 for 45 minutes. Once that's done, it goes to the next one and runs the second operation for 120 minutes, which is 2 hours, and so on and so forth. Once it gets to the 6th, since I only activated 6, it stops. The software stops. So this is very powerful and very convenient because you don't need to be on the computer and doing, oh, okay, so I have to go back and change it and then load step number 2 and then step number 3. So you don't do that. So it's set and forget, plug and play, pretty much. This is really awesome. So it comes with that, and we have also for defense, calm down, thunder and rain. So like I said, this is a multi-purpose software. You can use it for radionics operations, for homeopathy operations, anything that has to do with radionics or radiesthesia, but you can also use it for metaphysical and if you want to go into deal into that spectrum or side of things, of metaphysical, into advanced metaphysical operations, where you can also go to that space and create and make operations in that regard, in that department that goes into the occult and all that, because you can use this to make very powerful operations. For example, this is to calm down thunder and rain, and this is using a combination of a Solomon key, the key of Solomon symbols, plus Shinto talismans. So these ones are very powerful. And the grounding, you have the third pinnacle of Mars from the Key of Solomon, which is for protection. For those who know about the esoteric systems, and you can use any esoteric system, and you can create operations as advanced as simple. Let's say it this way: as simple as practical magic, or as advanced as going into the domain of chaos magic. You can mix any type of esoteric knowledge that you have. You can use the Solomon symbols, you can use tarot, you can use astrology, you can do any operation that you desire and mix any of them, and then you go into the domain of chaos magic. You can do those type of operations as well. So like I said, this is a very multi-purpose software that you can use for almost anything that you can think of. This is protection, for example, to calm down wind and fire And we have counteract negative stellar energies for Mercury retrogrades. For example, you can use this one, which is basically just for that, to counter interact negative stellar energies. All right. So we're going here, going to the domain of astrology. For destroying voodoo magic, for example, you can use that. We use sigils. You can use any sigil. You can create your own. Load any sigil that you know about from any magical system, from any esoteric occult system, and mix it here with your own intentions. You can add radionic rates, right frequencies. Here, the only limit is your imagination. Um, you can use this software, and there's a lot of testimonies of good results with this software from my Spanish speaking community. I have a private Spanish speaking community with more than 400 members that use this software, that have been using this software. And my last software version back in 2013, this one, the Quantum Radionics Fire Toolz, was created in 2020, around the time of that little thing that happened around the world. So that gave me plenty of time to think about creating the new version of the software. So that's what we did. And so, I mean, it comes with more than 80 templates for safe trips and travel, for example. And even with, have a folder for legal, for love and relationships, attract a loving partner, attract a new love. So you, I mean, yeah, so many things you can do with it. So, starting with, when you get the software, you get you get a license for one computer, and because you need to activate it, there's a once you get the software, you will see the procedure to activate and get a license, and then comes with more than 80 templates ready to be used, and more than 6,000 filters for your own research, so that you can use them for anything that you want to create your own operations tailored to your own specific problem or desire or whatever. So, for example, Good Family Life, we have this one right here. And this is a very, very, very powerful software. It gives very good results. So if you're into the field of radionics and all that, this software, it's gonna blow your mind. And again, for money and business, personal development, attract friends, attract good luck on all areas of life, balance and harmony. So you can use any system that you can think of or that you know about. You can use it here with the software and create very powerful operations. So this is just an introduction to the software. You can get the software on the all the information will be in the description below, and I suggest you subscribe to my channel and activate the bell so you get notifications, because I'm going to be updating and making tutorials for the software on how to create your own operations and so on and so forth. So this is just the introduction, and have a promotion. If you want to get the software and try it out, go ahead and look at the description of the video, and we'll see you in the next one.